Hey guys, this is Tcmtl, coach of the Brisbane Heat Trans here with week 2 of the Hive Beedrill League power rankings. But first, we've got to recap the 8 games, well 7, that went on this week. Firstly, we got Azza and Alex. Azza taking out a cool 3-0 victory in a game that had, both had threats. So Azza had nothing for Alex's Tornadus Therian, and Alex didn't really have anything for Azza's Mew. So it was basically like who would win first. Who would be able to get their threats in first and win basically. And I think, yeah. Excuse me. Azza played pretty aggressively with his Chronon, which really allowed him to take this game away from Alex, giving him the momentum. As you see, Chronon getting 3 kills with the Tech Sludge Wave, purely for, I believe, the Tangrowth. So great prep on his part, and this just gave him heaps of momentum. Which then allowed Mew to clean up late game. Come My Mew definitely was the set, not having a dark type, so Mew really going in there. And I guess, Alex tried to make a prediction on the Pidgeot. I guess switching the Pidgeot in. Switching the Tornadus in on a Pidgeot's Hurricane. I feel like he had to make that play to hope that Azza basically play for a choke. But yeah, after that it was nothing much that Alex could do. But yeah, fairly decisive win for Azza this week. Next up we got Crick and Daniel. With Crick taking out this week's showcase. I'm gonna be honest, Daniel, you made some pretty terrible plays. There was a nice focus blast from the Slowking on the incoming Current Black. I'll give you that. But when you got rocks up and you dropped a Draco on the Mega Venusaur, you really had to go into either Mega Aerodactyl or Meowstic just to pressure the Venusaur, because he's going to be clicking the Crick's going to click Synthesis to keep it healthy, but instead you go into Fortress and you just lose all momentum. So something to think about in the weeks going forward. Also feel like Specs Goodra would have been really nice this match. Every time you brought in Goodra, it pretty much got a kill, but I don't think you brought Specs. Similarly, I feel like Crick could have brought Band, Kyra Black would have been super threatening, but Life Orb is still a good set. Definitely feel like Crick could have preserved differential had he gone into the Gastrodon a little bit earlier. But securing the win is always the first priority, and you probably just didn't want to. Just want to ensure the win rather than care about differential, which I can respect. Yep, that's pretty much that. Next we got Nade and iPro. Another great game. So iPro's 0-2 now, but facing some stiff competition. I believe he's got Azza next week, so doesn't get too much easier. Doesn't get too much easier. But Nade taking out this one in what was a very decisive win. I feel like Nade really got iPro with his prep. His prep really allowed him and sort of helped him to win that one. The skull burn on Tyranitar was unfortunate, but the combination of the Weavile with Dream Eater, I think it was Dream Eater for the Quillfish, and Yawn probably was enough to take out the win, but you know, it's hard to say. Definitely very hard to say. Both players were able to snag KOs with their Z moves, so that was really cool to see. But yeah, this was high quality match. Also, I'll be putting all these replays in the description box, so if you guys want to check it out, definitely would encourage you guys to watch this match, as well as Owen and Jeff's match, but we'll get to that a little bit later. Interesting to note that these first 2 weeks both players have brought Yawn on one of their mons and have won, so that could be the secret to beating iPro. I don't know. Maybe it's the skull burn. I don't know. We'll see next week. But next up we got Ace versus Techno. Techno, yeah, suffered a big loss here. Never really could grab any sort of momentum right from the get-go. So yeah, Ace just really controlled the match from start to finish. Techno didn't really have anything for Breloom. Had to play around Breloom for the first like 6 or 7 turns, and everything got like chipped down from it. So that was, yeah, from then it was just on the back foot and didn't really have the opportunity to make an aggressive play. Yeah, Ace really just, he had the switch-ins for all his threats and had the offensive pressure for the rest of his team, and really exposed Techno's weaknesses, or the team's weaknesses. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to suffer through another week of using this team. Techno, as you know, the free agency moves don't happen until the end of week 3, but maybe you can come up with some cool tech this upcoming week. I believe playing Crack, so should be a good one. Also, I think Lardy missed like 5 Dracos. I don't think he hit one. Yeah, never seen Lardy miss any Dracos, but that's besides the point. Next up we got Jack and Owen. This was a pretty good game to watch. The matchup was not in Owen's favor at all, so definitely expected Jack to take out the W on this one, but Owen kept it pretty interesting for quite a lot of it. Tapu Koko and Mega Glade as an offensive core just destroy Owen's team, and Owen was really forced to play really aggressively and make a lot of good predictions, which he did, and which really kept him in the game. But that miss from Superior on the Metagross really sort of took away any chance of Owen winning. According to Jack and Owen, they discussed it afterwards, and Jack had Sneak, so I don't believe Serp would have been able to sweep right then and there. But you know, it would have come down to rolls had he not missed the Leaf Storm. But Leaf Storm missed, and the rest is sort of history. Entei set was interesting. I don't think it worked out as planned. So yes, but yeah, the Drapion set from Jack was a cash set. Really allowed what Owen sort of thought was setup fodder for his Superior. not be with the addition of Whirlwind. So really nice prep there from Jack, and yeah, so I guess the Cloister being taken out early sort of helped Jack to not worry about hazards, because hazard setters on Owen's side are few and far between, and but yeah, I don't know how much Cloister would have been doing anyway. Next up we got Lejon and Tcmtl. I believe Tcmtl had to forfeit this week due to time commitments and just being busy, which I totally get. Hopefully he'll be back this week through. Next we got Paladin and Genius. So yeah, this match was, I guess to start with, it's sad to see Paladin leave due to personal issues. So we're sad to see him going, but we do have Mayo replacing him, so definitely not losing any talent there. But yeah, Genius sort of prepped and played fairly well. Paladin didn't really make any aggressive plays, and so Genius didn't really have to do much to win. Just allowed his prep to sort of do its work rather than have to make any sort of fancy plays. So solid win from Genius there, bouncing back from last week. Next we got Jake versus Dylan in what should have been a 3-0 victory for Dylan, except he sacked everything to Nade King at the end. Who knows, or whatever. Not sure why Doe Blade was the counter to Special Jirachi. You know, allowing Doe Blade to get weakened, like I think Jake sacked at turn 4. Really opened the door for Dodrio to go in, which it didn't. I don't think Dylan had the opportunity to bring it in, but once Doblade was gone, it was just, yeah, Dodrio could have messed Jake's team up really badly. So not really sure about that play. Maybe Kangaskhan would have been a better route to go as the Jirachi switch in, but yeah. Also, JD seemed to play around this one pretty poorly, just letting it get damage on a lot of things. But you know, he probably predicted Dylan to switch out after seeing Earthquake not do that much to Kangaskhan. But yeah, the crit on Gren was quite unfortunate. Allowed Feeny to be alive, and also the Gren dead, which definitely could have put in a lot of work against Dylan's team, but E-Speed from D9 probably would have been able to take it out from where it was. I wouldn't say Dylan. I would say you played amazingly, Dylan. Like, you just look at your last few turns, but you made some strange plays, but they worked out and you won. So can't fault you for that one. And I believe that is all the games that we have for this week. So jumping right into the power rankings, we've got Tcmtl still at 16. Yeah, there's not much to add from last week. Couldn't play this week, so can't really move you up. Daniel dropped a few spots. I just feel like your play and prep were just a bit like, I don't know if you prep and play that way. I don't see you winning too many games, to be frank. And like not knowing the mechanics on Snatch when you have it, like that's just one of the examples. So clean that up and make a few good transactions and win a few games. And yeah, hopefully you'll climb up the ladder. Next up we got Alex. So yeah, Alex's game was I think you just played a bit passively, like not sort of capitalizing on or letting Crawdot capitalize on your walls. Probably should have brought a faster, more offensive teams to not let Crawdon be that much of a threat. But yeah, that's an issue. Prep play was okay, maybe a bit passive, like I said. 13 we got Paladin. Probably have to reassess this position since Mayo is coming in, but we'll see how he goes this week. He has, I believe he's facing Owen, who definitely has a very good matchup this week, so hopefully Owen picks up his first W. But yep, next up we've got Techno. Techno at 12. Yes, led you down a little bit after the ass handing Ace gave you. Yeah, team, once again, I feel like there are too many flaws with the team, but you still have to play one more week with it. So I guess push through and hopefully you'll come home strong. Next up we got Genius. Genius moving up quite a few spots. Yeah, you play. I definitely felt like I did you a bit harsh last week, so bumped you up, and your play against Paladin kind of reflected that. Yeah, you're much better than where I put you last week. But I don't know whether you have the team to. Wait. You probably have the team. I'm not. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how you go this week. I'm not sure if you're playing this week, but I'm sure it'll be a good one. Next up, we got Jake. So Jake having the opportunity to be in Jake's front office. I guess I was privy to the fact that I think Jake felt quite confident in the team he had brought, and yeah, not playing around Special Jirachi very well. I feel like left an impact on me, so I dropped you a few spots there, just purely on how you played. Yeah, and the prep was okay. Prep was fairly solid, so yep. Next up we got Dylan. Dylan, I don't know, man. I don't know. I kind of put everyone else and then just slot you in somewhere, because I honestly don't know how to judge how you play in prep. Partly because I think Mayo preps your teams, and next up we got Crick. Crick, another solid win, although I felt like you could have won by more, but you won, so can't really fault you if you win, unless you win through hacks. Then, well, but yeah, whatever. Owen, tough first 2 weeks. Jack, definitely a very good opponent. And who did you play week 1? Did you play Nade week 1? No, you played Techno and got hacks. Yeah, so hopefully you pick up your first W this week. Otherwise, 0-3 start doesn't look good for your playoff hopes. If I'm not mistaken, everyone has a fairly difficult pool division, so I guess you're no different there. So yeah, really need to pick up that W in order to keep you in that playoff race so early in the season. 10 weeks in the season is not that long, so don't have that much room for error. And if you lose a couple of hacks, it kind of takes you out of contention. So got to pick up a W this week, Owen. Next up, same with iPro, exactly the same as iPro. The first 2 weeks have you face some stiff competition. Two of the best teams. You've just luck of the draw. But this week, need to pick up a W against Azar. Otherwise, yeah, your division is actually ridiculous. So, an 0-3 start will really put you behind the 8 ball. Yeah, I feel like this week was just out prepped, and sometimes that happens. Next up, we got Ace. Ace's team. Ace showing how his team should function, I guess, and how to use that very good team. So hopefully Ace continues on that path and continues to win. Next up we have Azar. Yeah, solid win, but tough game this week against iPro. Who, if iPro starts 0-3, he lose motivation. Maybe, but we'll see if he's strong or burn this week. Next up we got top 3 are the same from last week because they all won. Jack, very solid win against Owen. Similarly, Nade, very solid win against iPro. And Lejon is still Lejon. Forfeit win. Forfeit win against TC, so means you stay at 2 for this week and not 16. But yes, that is the power rankings and the recaps for this week. Hope you guys enjoyed that. And catch you guys next week.